Welcome to Send Me Your Team 3, where you send me your team. That's pretty much it, and then I talk about it. So we've got a couple of teams to get through today. Should be good. It's still very early. It's still January. The actual picket, the proper one, isn't out yet. So thanks for tuning in so far. So it should be good. Excited for a big year of Supercoach. Okay, first team is from Joshua Banks. Thank you for sending me your team. If I had a friend with the last name Banks, I would just be like, can I bank on you to do this? Okay, in defence we have Laird, Whitfield and Blakely. I can't get mad at this, it's pretty solid. No Williams, which is kind of interesting, but yeah, it's fine, it's good. Midfield, McRae, Cripps, solid. Cripps is looking really lean at the moment. Like, if you remember what Ben Cousins looked like how lean he was in his playing days, that's what Cripps looks like, but taller. So yeah, he's looking unreal at the moment. Nat Fife is okay. Dustin Martin, Matt Crouch, fine. Rocks, Grundy, Goldstein, fine. And forward line, King Patrick, Devon, I Dream of Heaney, and Wingard. Now, Devon Smith is kind of interesting. I haven't seen him in a lot of teams, but he should be fine. He averaged, I think, 107 on the way home last year. So he got better as the season went on, and he busts his gut every game. So I do like Devon Smith. I don't think he's going to increase his average, which would mean he's a little bit overpriced. If he does increase it, it won't be by much. So I don't mind Devon Smith. I think he's a tad overpriced, but I think he should be a solid, safe pick nonetheless. So yeah, solid team, Joshua. Good work. Next team we have is Nathan. What's up, Nathan? It's just Nathan. We don't know anything else. Just Nathan. No last name or any other name. So in defence we have Lloyd, Whitfield, Williams. This is completely fine. I actually really like Jake Lloyd. I think the way he plays it's not very good for Sydney, I think, because he's just not damaging enough, I believe. He doesn't have a very penetrating kick, but why am I saying that? We're talking about Supercoach. So he will take a lot of kick-ins, and kick-ins are going to be good this year. I think players are more likely to play on or move out the square this year with the kick-ins. So I do like Jake Lloyd. Yeah, I'm really not sure whether I'm going to pick him or not. I kind of want to. Nick Newman, one to watch over the JLT. Not sure about his job security. But right now it's looking okay, and he hasn't really been a premium for a full season yet, so there's a bit of unknown about Newman. So I would pay a bit extra for Blakely personally, although Blakely is injury prone, so I get if no one wants to pick him. But this is something to consider. Midfield, Tom Mitchell, obviously, rest in peace. But Clayton Oliver, he had shoulder surgery on both his shoulders. That's not good. And he's not in full training yet. So maybe wait on Clayton Oliver, just watch him carefully. But yeah, I'm not going near him at this stage, but fully fit, fine pick, fantastic pick. Yep, Kelly Neil Merritt, wonderful, good. Rucks, we have Naismith. I don't know a lot about Naismith, but I've heard they want to play Sinclair, the other Sydney ruck, up forward a bit more and have Naismith rucking. I don't think you're going to get much out of Naismith, to be honest. He's an injury magnet. Yeah, I'm not sure. That pick kind of scares me a little bit, so I'm not a fan. But if you've done your research and you really like it, no problem with that. And forward line, Dangerfield, Heaney, Dunkley, Wingard, same as me. So it's the best thing I could ask for. So that's very good. Again, Wingard, we need to watch carefully. So, yeah, good stuff, Nathan. Next team we have is Andrew, Jeremiah, I don't know. Jeremiah's an R&B singer, he's pretty good. So, in defence, we have Laird, Blakely, Williams. I think this is good. I do like the cheap D2. I'm a big fan of it. Yeah, I think this is good. Laird, I'm not the biggest fan of Laird right now because he doesn't take kick-ins really. Brody Smith will. So he's a little bit overpriced, but Laird is as solid as he can get, basically. He'll drop a little bit, but he's a guy you can trust. So I don't mind the Laird pick. I see value in other picks, but it's fine. Midfield, Cripps, looking lean as hell, so he's a good pick. Clayton Oliver, again, one to watch with the shoulders. Love Lockie Neal. He'll be captain of Brisbane within 2 years. And Martin and Sloan. I really love Sloan. His first 4 weeks, it looks like he's going to get tagged 2 or 3 times. But I think he's in full training. He played a bit injured last year. And even getting tagged, I think he can average 105 for the season. For that price, you take that. So, and he's been very durable apart from last year with his foot. So I do like Sloan. Now we have Anthony Miles. This is interesting. If there was any 300-ish K player I'd pick in the midfield, it would be Miles. I think he's probably going to be just about Gold Coast's best midfielder, just about, after Swallow, I guess. But yeah, I expect him to average 90, 95. I think that's an okay return. I prefer to pay a bit extra for Merritt. It's another 200k, so it's kind of a lot. But I think this can work. If you just have an extra money remaining and you want to throw in a 300k-ish player, then Miles would be one of the ones you'd look at. So I don't mind Miles. I think he's better than Libba and certainly better than Hanbury. Rucks, nothing to see here. And spoken about David Smith, but we have Tom Lynch here. There's just too much unknown for me with Tom Lynch because we don't know how Richmond's forward line's going to work, how he's going to work with Jack Riewoldt, who's the best forward in the comp. He's better than Buddy Franklin right now, but Buddy Franklin wasn't fully fit last year, so that's for another day. Anyway, I don't love it, to be honest, but it's a bit of a risk, but there's definitely value there. And I guess Tom Lynch is kind of injury prone now, I guess you could say that. I'm not sure he's in full training yet, but it's an okay, one of the better 420-ish K players, but definitely risk attached, so one to watch. So thank you, Andrew. James McCullough, thank you for sending me your team. So in defence, we have Laird, Sicily, Williams. I always thought this is too much for D1 and D2. That's just my preference. But I want to discuss Sicily real quickly. So this is kind of interesting. So Sicily, so Ryan Burton used to take the kick-ins for Hawthorn, and I think the next most was Sicily, or maybe he was third most. So Sicily, he never used to play on from kick-ins. I think it used to be about 20% of the time, or something like that, he'd play on from kick-ins. With the new rules, players are more likely to move outside the square, which would get them a disposal. So I'm thinking Sicily will take more kick-ins and play on more from those kick-ins. So that could be an extra 6 points a game for Sicily. So that's quite a lot. So we should watch Sicily. He's still dominating pre-season as he was last year. Obviously he is Sicily, so he might get angry for some reason. Someone might blow on his neck or something. So I don't know why I said that, but anyway, yeah, Sicily, I like him. Midfield, McRae, good. Oliver, watch the shoulders. Neil, awesome. New King of Brisbane. Martin, not bad. I think he's okay. Zach Merritt, hopefully won't get tagged as much with Dylan Shill in the team, so I have very high expectations for Zach Merritt. Grundy and Gawn, too much money. It's just too much. Simple as that, really. I downgrade Gawn personally, but whatever your preference is, that's fine. And then we have Dangerfield, Heaney, Wingard we got to watch, and Toby Green. Toby Green just started running, so very limited preseason, very injury prone, very likely to knock somebody out. That's not what we want. That's not what we look for in players. But he's very cheap and super talented, and a proven scorer. So cost benefit, you weigh those up really. So not a fan of him though, but nevertheless, okay team. I just switched Gawn to someone lower and upgrade Green, and very solid. So good stuff. Finally, we have the team from Aussie Realms. Thank you for sending me your team. It is cut off at the bottom, but it's fine. So in defence, yep, Sicily, Whitfield, Williams. I really like this defence. I'm a big fan of it. Looks very solid. We have Cripps. Should be a solid pick. Oliver, again, we have to watch Oliver. Fife was, actually, I just read the other day, Fife was running laps at training. I don't know why. That's not what we want to hear. But yeah, watch Fife. But, you know, should average 120. Dustin Martin, yeah, that's good. It's fine. In the rucks, Grundy and Steph Martin. I believe Steph Martin has had an interrupted pre-season, so watch him. But yeah, he's a gun. Even though he's 32, he's very durable. Looks after himself very well. And forward line, Danger, Heaney, Dunkley, Wingard. I think we've seen this before in the video. This is fine. So again, we got to watch Wingard. Yeah, this is good stuff. I like it. Bit of money in the bank too. That's kind of important. I think last year I started with like 80k in the bank. I can't remember, but it worked out really well. So I would definitely start with a bit of money in the bank, maybe 50k at least. That's just my preference, but yeah. Anyway, good stuff. So thank you to everyone who sent me their team. It's still very early in the season, so I'm looking to get a bit more content out. So I'm going to do a video on midfield, defensive mid prices, because I think there's a lot of value there. Defense is going to be quite hard to pick, I think, because there's a lot of picks that could go really, really well. So should be good, and we'll see you next time.